What you will need for today's recipe is 2 whole onions, 3 tomatoes, 1 lime, a bunch of cilantro, salt, a pack of hot dog buns, a pack of hot dogs, and a pack of bacon. And it's not listed here, but optional is mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup. We're going to start off by prepping the pico de gallo. So we're going to go ahead and dice the 3 tomatoes first. Once all of the tomato has been diced, we're going to place it in a bowl where we're going to mix together the ingredients of the pico de gallo. Now we're going to dice the onion. Depending on the sizes of your tomatoes, you'll see whether or not you will need the whole onion. For this recipe, I used a little over half of the onion. I went ahead and combined the tomatoes and the onions, but I had to transfer to a bigger bowl because not all of the ingredients were going to fit in the small bowl. Now for the cilantro. I didn't use the whole bunch that I had. I used about 3/4 of it, but everyone's ingredients or recipes are different, so if you need, you can use the whole bunch. I like to stir in between ingredients just to see which one I need more of, but so far this looks good. Now I did forget to mention the jalapeños at the beginning of this video, but this is optional. Not everyone likes their pico de gallo spicy. And if jalapeños aren't spicy enough for you, you can use the serranos. You don't have to de-seed it, but in this case I did. Now for the last ingredients of this recipe, it's really just to your liking. I only did 1 lime for this and a little bit of salt, but most people put about 2 limes and they're way more generous with the salt. Just be careful not to overdo it with the salt. The second onion we will be using will be to grill. So instead of mincing, this time we're going to cut into half moons or media lunas. And the thickness is really just to your liking. This is what your onion should look like. Now that we've prepped the pico de gallo and the onion, we're going to go ahead and wrap the hot dog with bacon. Now most people like to use toothpicks, but I usually don't use them. If you wrap the bacon well enough around the hot dog, it should stick. And when you place it on the grill, be sure to put the opening of the bacon face down so it'll close and seal once it's heated. Now that we've prepped the hot dogs, we're going to go ahead and grill our onions. Now the grilling is really to your preference. I like mine just a little golden to where you still feel the crunch when you bite into the hot dog. This usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes on medium heat. Now that I've cooked the onions to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and start on the bacon wrapped hot dogs. Be sure to have the pan on medium heat before placing the bacon wrapped hot dogs on there. You want to have it ready for the bacon to cook. If needed, you could turn the heat lower as it cooks. Be sure to keep an eye on the bacon. If left unattended, it will burn quickly. Once you have finished grilling the bacon, you can go ahead and prep your hot dog. Now the way I prep my hot dog is I usually toast the bread, so it is toasted at this moment, and I apply mayonnaise. Before I apply the hot dog, I put the grilled onions at the bottom just so everything doesn't overlap, but I completely forgot. So apply the hot dog, apply the grilled delicious grilled onions, and of course the pico de gallo. And at the end, all of the condiments that you desire. Now you can enjoy this very mouth-watering, delicious hot dog.